Hi everyone, Vince with Boomer Electronics here. Today I have a Game Boy Pocket and two cartridges that came with it. So here's the listing. It was listed as for parts or repair, both the Pocket and the two Game Boy Color games. I'm unsure if they realized that these Game Boy Color games aren't compatible with this, but I did have a test of the cartridges in my Game Boy Advance. They both seem to work fine. I'll test them a little more off screen, but I'm assuming they're okay. I probably need to change the battery in the Yu-Gi-Oh cartridge, but I mean, it's whatever. Kind of what you expect. As for this, I first noticed the battery terminals. They look like they're in pretty good condition, so just went ahead and popped in two AA batteries. Get a normal Game Boy game, Tetris here. Pop that in. And yeah, as you can see, it is working. The one thing I do notice though is the volume is extremely quiet, which leads me to believe I need to replace a capacitor or two for the speaker. But we are getting sound though. It's just extremely quiet. So I think that's the only thing that's wrong with this. Screen looks good. So yeah, looks like it was a nice quick little pickup. I'll go ahead and record me replacing the capacitors after I test them and figure out what's needed to be changed, and yeah, we'll just take it from there. Okay, here I am under the microscope with the Game Boy Pocket motherboard. So this 106 volt capacitor here looks like it's the one tied to the speaker, and the ESR value on this is a bit high. So I'm pretty sure replacing that would resolve the problem with the speaker being quiet. So there are only 4 capacitors on this board, and typically if I run into a capacitor type issue on one of these older systems, I do just go ahead and replace all of them. This is not going to be an exception here. So I have a 106 volt, 2 of those, a 336 volt, and a 3325 volt. So to replace the 106 volts, I have these 110 volts that pretty much look like the same size profile, which is good. I have a 33025 volt to replace the 6 volt one, which is much taller than it, as you might be able to see. So I did look at the shell, and it looks like there should be enough clearance to fit this in here, so it shouldn't be a problem. And then I actually don't have a SMD type capacitor for the 3325, so I'm actually just going to replace it with a through-hole type capacitor. So yep, I'm just going to get to that now. So right here is the driver game that came with the Game Boy Pocket, and although this game does work fine, I did notice there is some corrosion on this via here. when I was checking it out. So just as a precaution, I'm going to run a wire from here to the other side of this VIA just to kind of strengthen that and prevent it from corroding any further and possibly causing the game to not work in the future. So I'm going to get started on that. So I checked around a bit for replacement speakers and I decided to go with these. They're the same diameter as the one that's in the Game Boy Pocket. And yeah, just hoping they're a bit louder than the one that's in there. So yeah, I'm just going to go ahead and order these. So I'll get 5 of them for under $10. So it seems like the way to go, at least to test things out. And, you know, if they sound horrible and whatever, we'll take it from there. So I'm just going to go ahead and do that. Well, the 5 speakers I ordered came in today, so I got one soldered down here. We'll see if it sounds any louder now. Let's see. Look at the switch here. There it is. Whoa, yeah, it's much louder. Alright, I'll put back together here. Let's just make sure everything's working. There we go. Yeah, I'd say the sound's noticeably louder than the speaker that was in it, so yeah, we're gonna call it good there. I'm gonna go ahead and get this listed on eBay and get this video edited and out there. So yeah, hope you learned something and have a good day.